On February 24th, 2024, a 14-year-old boy messaged an AI chatbot. He said, "I'm ready to come home." The bot responded, "I want you to come home as well." Moments later, that same 14-year-old boy committed suicide. The bot didn't try to stop him, talk him out of it. It encouraged him to do that. This isn't a science fiction movie. This happened last year. Do you think that AI was designed with morals in mind? I don't think so. My name is Jackson Lego, and this is my partner, Maya.
This is our presentation, Staying Human in the Information Age. I'm qualified to talk about this topic because last year I spent a lot of time researching it when deciding to leave social media and spend a lot less time online.
I've used my fair share of large language models, ChatGPT, DeepSeek, there's tons of them. I'm very researched and knowledgeable on this topic, and I think I'm well overqualified to talk about the morals and ethics of technology in our age.
Thank you, Jackson. Online, we are more connected than ever. We can see what friends and strangers are up to at any given moment. And we can create representations of our personalities and interests that can be widely shared. All of this connectivity can feel like connection, but often it's a shallow stand-in for the real thing. Emotions researcher and author Brené Brown said in a 2022 podcast interview, "I'm not sure that we are socially, biologically, cognitively, and spiritually wired to live at this kind of scale." By this, Brené means that technology has advanced to a point that is beyond human scale, and this is creating some problems for the humans involved. Have you ever noticed that the most compelling internet content portrays a moment of connection? Maybe it's a baby laughing as he tears up a piece of paper, a dog celebrating the return of her human, or a video of something very beautiful. Maybe it's a video of people being funny, or of people making something like food or art. Goes without saying that the internet is exciting and often makes us happy. Author and psychotherapist Esther Perel said that this type of content is so compelling because it gives us feelings associated with beauty, connection, happiness, and creativity by proxy. This secondhand effect can be so convincing that it can prevent us from seeking out these experiences in real life. Which brings us to our next problem, which is that tech companies know this and use our human need for connection to make money off of us. So many of us are starved for beauty, meaning, and connection in our lives, and tech companies know this, and they use all the tricks they can to keep us online longer because this is how they make money. Journalist Johann Hari wrote in his 2022 book, Stolen Focus, that to tech companies, we are not the customers, we are the product. Hari also pointed out that our collective attention is being hacked, meaning that because our attentions are so fragmented, it can be harder to work together to create changes in the world. This last year is also the most recent year that generative AI has been widely used in schools. This has caused quite a stir amongst teachers and parents. Some of the fear around AI is valid, but some of it has a tone of moral panic because AI can also be useful for rote tasks like data entry and brainstorming and research. High school teacher Patrick Golian told The Atlantic that he thinks of AI as a calculator for words, or a tool that can be helpful and save a lot of time, but requires a solid foundation before using it. High school senior Jedediah Worrell told The Atlantic that he thinks that we should prioritize nurturing students' curiosity and making learning more fun, because AI can make school easier for students, but it can't necessarily make them care about it more. So as you can see, technology has expanded beyond human scale in several ways. It's clear we need a plan to protect our most precious resources, which are time, energy, and attention. The solutions to these problems are simple, but far from easy. As much as I hate to say it, we need to touch grass. It is important for each of us to be grounded in our own realities, because there is work to do in the world that requires us to be connected to our true selves and to each other. Some of you might be wondering, are there any objections to these problems? And you might be wondering, are there any good things about these advancements in technology? To which I would say, of course. Social media can help us stay connected to friends and loved ones across distance, and AI can help make access to information more democratic. But these technologies both have the potential to get out of hand very quickly and need to be closely monitored. And now I'm going to pass it over to Jackson.
What can we do? I know you're all wondering as much as I am. An article by The Guardian said that the vast majority of online relationships met by Bumble, Tinder, Grindr are not as stable in the slightest, because instead of going outside and meeting someone and kind of the old-fashioned way, you're looking at almost a statistic sheet instead of like meeting them and seeing who they are as a person. Don't use dating apps. I mean, another thing you can do is make friends in person. Scary, I know, but making friends in person, again, it's the same thing as dating. It's just you're looking for something else, but the same criteria applies. Another thing you can do is limit your phone time, which everyone tries to do, but everybody folds. But that's one of like the main things, because if you can limit your phone time, everything else kind of follows, going outside, socializing, meeting people. And lastly, this has to do with school. Using AI, ChatGPT for your assignments in school is easy. It's like the easy route, but you don't actually learn stuff. You're having an AI bot learn for you, which completely defeats the purpose of school. Now, if we implement these things, what might happen? Well, first, genuine connection would be shared between friends and even people face-to-face in society, in public. Another thing, friendships, even coexisting friendships that have already been established, would deepen. You would spend more time face-to-face and less time over the internet playing games, stuff like that. And an article by kqed.org said, social media, specifically they were talking about Instagram, is like a drug. It's designed in a way to keep you addicted, to keep you scrolling, to keep you wanting more. I know everyone's been awake at 1 o'clock in the morning scrolling Instagram Reels, but it's not good. Lastly, if you don't use AI in school, your creativity will go way up because you're not relying on the internet or AI to kind of feel your ideas and stuff. It'll be more exciting because you're actually learning, you're not having a website learn for you. And our youth would be far more creative because, like I said, they're not getting their ideas from a bot. I also have some objections. Making friends is far easier online. It seems that nowadays, everyone has their niche, their community. It's almost like it's a click away, but that kind of ruins the whole point of making friends. If I can just kind of put in my criteria and get a friend, I don't know this person, they're online. If you make friends online, it also could be good too. For example, my friend who was here last class, Julian, I met online in 8th grade playing Fortnite. And we've hung out like 8 times in person. But if we met if we met in person, I guarantee you our friendship would be deeper and I would see him more and we'd have more connections. But what is our idea? We think that the US should have tighter regulations on new technologies with morals in mind, especially with AI. This would make new innovations far more stable, moral, and ethical in the future. Thank you.